So what's up guys, I'm the veteran and today I am bringing you a few tips so you can survive longer and get more kills as a hero or villain. Please think about subscribing as I do like to make nice and entertaining content for all Battlefront fans out there.
It's black and white.
So the past couple of days while I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, I noticed that many players who had gotten a hero or villain didn't know how to properly use their hero. So let's start off with what you should keep in mind when you spend your well-earned battle points. So the first thing you should keep in mind is that it's not old Battlefront anymore. When you became a hero in Star Wars Battlefront 2015, you could run in, swing your lightsaber a few times and get out without losing too much health. This is not the case in Star Wars Battlefront 2. The health is decreased to about 3-4 times the health of a heavy class soldier. Also, there are lots of weapons which can kill you very quickly, such as the weapon from the Vanguard ability. Now let's move over to the 5 things you should do to stay alive as long as possible. Please note these are not in a specific order. Let's start with the most important one. Stay with your team. As hero you will always rely on teammates. Some heroes rely less on their teammates, but they are never a one-man army. When you engage the enemy, you'll need backup. If there are too many enemies, you'll have to retreat. Now take a look at this clip of me playing as Darth Vader. I made the mistake to push up too far. If you look at my mini-map, you'll see there's no ally even close to me. Here I get overrun by the enemy forces and eventually die. Moving on to the second tip. Team up with other heroes. Sometimes you'll feel that your team is holding you back, but you know that you cannot go in alone and try to kill everybody. Then it's a good idea to find another hero with who you can team up with. Now the best hero to team up with is a hero from your own weapon category. So if you play as Rey, it would be best if you could team up with someone like Luke or Yoda. Together you could flank around an objective and take out enemies from behind. But be careful when you do this as you could get surrounded yourself. So make sure you always have an escape route planned in your mind. Something else I think lots of people could improve is playing the game style your hero is made for. For instance, if your hero has a gun, you should always be surrounded by teammates and try to take enemies out at mid to long range. But the weapon is not everything. Some heroes or villains have more offensive abilities like Darth Maul. He can go into a room and swing himself at the enemy and get out fast. But if he encounters big groups of enemies, he can't deflect any shots. What I'm trying to say is, some heroes or villains are just made to be played a little bit more defensive and rely a little bit more on their team. But some other heroes are good at diving into a room and get out fast without losing too much health. Another tip I have for you is use the map to your advantage. As a hero, you'll not always want to engage the enemy from the front as they will shoot you. Most maps always have a way to get around the enemy and kill them from behind. Take a look at this clip. In the last stage on Gavin 4 there's a tunnel which goes past the objectives and connects to the spawn of the rebels. As Luke, I can use this tunnel to quickly get back to my team, but I also use it to get behind enemies and reach objectives faster. And finally, try to avoid enemy heroes or villains. You might think I'm a coward, but this is important if you want to stay alive as long as possible. Enemy heroes or villains can kill you or drain most of your health. Look at this clip. Darth Maul isn't playing very smart. He is away from his team and he tries to kill me even though there are a few teammates around me. Another mistake he makes is that he doesn't use his abilities. He could dash his way behind me. Here I defend myself while playing Luke. I use my abilities and block his attacks. So that will wrap it up for today's video. Think about subscribing to my channel as I do like to make nice and entertaining content for all Battlefront fans out there. Now go out there and rule the Battlefront with my tips.
Can have you. There's nothing valuable left. We'll rejoin our comrades in the middle base where we're going.